Academic winner recognition. This evening, Westview High School will be recognizing our top scholars, young men and women with intellectual talents who have diligently applied those talents to achieve academic excellence. 93 students and parents will be recognized tonight. On behalf of the students, teachers, and staff at Westview, we'd like to thank the Westview Board of Education for their continued support and leading in this initiative. We request that you hold your applause until the conclusion of all the presentations this evening, at which time we invite you to enthusiastically recognize these scholars with a well-deserved ovation. High School Principal Mr. Tim Wilson, School Counselor Mr. Eric Yorty, and School Member Mr. Chad Bender will be presenting our awards tonight. First appearing to accept their academic blanket are 29 sophomores who have established a grade point average of 3.75 cumulative or better on a 4-point scale for the first 3 semesters of their high school careers. Cole Bontrigger, accompanied by Josie Bontrigger. Ian Bontrigger, son of Alan and Kelly Bontrigger. Clarinda Byler, daughter of Dan and Dawn Byler. Mason Clark, son of Bill and Carrie Clark. Gavin Engel, son of Nick and Ashley Engel. Micah Geyer, son of Adam and Liz and Sonda Geyer. Ava Gilbert, daughter of Jeff Gilbert and Melinda and Farron Schuneman. Silas Haar, son of Daryl and Crystal Haar. Grace Hirely, son of Phil and Kathy Hirely. Hussein Hussein, son of Ahmed Hussein. Olivia Jasso, daughter of Carlos and Molly Jasso. Asher Kennedy, son of Derek and Darlene Kennedy. Kiana Mast, daughter of Ken and Charla Mast. Curtis Miller, son of Jerry and Ruby Miller. Tristan Pearson, son of Matt Pearson. Morgan Rich, daughter of Willie and Tanya Rich. Morgan Riedsecker, daughter of Ryan and Jody Riedsecker. Jonathan Roth, son of Bob and Julie Roth. Lindsay Swartz, daughter of Dan and Lena Swartz. Dylan Schrock, son of Sheldon and Stacy Schrock. Kelsey Ward, daughter of Jesse and Allison Ward. Alexis Warren, daughter of Francis and Brenda Warren. Annagail Warner, daughter of Jim Warner. Jacob Watts, son of Michael and Tara Watts. Ava Williams and Ella Williams, daughter of Jeremy and Andrea Williams. Brian Yoder, son of Ben and Doreen Yoder. And Camden Yoder, son of Mark and Katie Yoder. Next, 28 juniors who have established a GPA of at least 3.70 cumulative for 5 semesters and will receive a star blanket. Eli Atra, son of Bob and Christy Atra. Caleb Bontrigger, son of Alan and Kelly Bontrigger. Nicholas Bontrigger, son of Stan and Jolene Bontrigger. Hope Bortner, daughter of Chad and Erica Bortner. Carson Brown, son of Corey and Melinda Brown. Luke Helmuth, son of Tim and Amy Helmuth. Johnny Hennard, daughter of Jonetta Hennard and Vernon and Paula Hostetler. Benton Hirschberger, son of Titus and Ella Hirschberger. Stephen Jones, son of Tanya Jones. Braden Kaufman, son of Jarrett and Melissa Kaufman. Jay Slang, son of Jessica Schrock. Wiley Minix, son of daughter and Mary Minix. Christian Noward, son of Myron and Cindy Noward. Caitlin Nuzum, daughter of Jeremy and Cecilia Nuzum. Jacob Peruski, son of Jeff and Doris Peruski. Braden Rogers, son of Jeremiah and Elizabeth Rogers. Wade Springer, son of Dr. Ross and Amy Springer. Madeline Stoltz, daughter of Eric and Stephanie Stoltz. Audrey Taylor, daughter of Josh and Karen Taylor. Nevaeh White, daughter of Nikki Kmetz. Mason Wire, son of Jeff and Jen Wire. And Scott Yoder, son of Delmer and Rhoda Yoder. Next, we have a senior who has established a GPA of 3.65 cumulative, qualifying for a blanket and or a star. Bailey Kenner, daughter of Greg and Kelly Kenner. And to conclude our program, we have 35 seniors who've achieved the highest award with a GPA of 3.75 cumulative for 7 semesters, earning academic rings, which will now be presented. Kylan Bender, son of Ryan and Mary Ellen Bender. Asher Bontrigger, son of Anthony and Nicole Bontrigger. Ava Brown, daughter of Byron and Chris Brown. Brianna Caldwell, daughter of Mary Pittman and Corey Caldwell. Ella Clark, daughter of Bill and Carrie Clark. Caitlin Cupp, daughter of Darren and Angie Cupp. Sky Grocock, daughter of Rex and Kathy Grocock. Hope Haar, daughter of Daryl and Crystal Haar. Chad Hirschberger, son of Titus and Ella Hirschberger. Ethan Hibbs, son of Cliff and Sandy Hibbs. Isaiah Hostetler, son of Marion and Ina Hostetler. Ethan Kunkel, son of Anthony and Mona Kunkel. Sarah Lapp, daughter of Ray and Ruthie Lapp. Evan Litweiler, son of Brad and Angie Litweiler. Adrian Miller, son of Tommy and Gloria Miller. Chase Miller, son of Amy Miller. Gavin Miller, son of Levon and Gretchen Miller. Justin Miller, son of Joe and Linda Miller. Casey Miller, daughter of Ken and Chris Miller. Cameron Miller, daughter of Brian and Brooke Miller. Lyndon Miller, son of Jerry and Ruby Miller. Maria Miller, daughter of Laverne and Wilmer Miller. Matthew Mortrud, son of Aaron and Jenny Mortrud. Linda Mullet, daughter of Alvin and Esther Miller. Natalie Privet, daughter of Corbin and Naomi Privet. Lucy Rensberger, daughter of Brian and Amy Rensberger. Paige Riedsecker, daughter of Ryan and Jody Riedsecker. Dawson Schrock, son of Sheldon and Stacy Schrock. Emily Stutzman, daughter of Mike and Chris Stutzman. Stacy Stutzman, daughter of Dave and Becky Stutzman. And Ella Yoder, daughter of Dennis and Jennifer Yoder. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the stars of our classrooms. Please give them a well-deserved round of applause.
I didn't recognize Owen.
Oh?
Owen.
Yeah, I got a haircut.
I thought, who's the new kid? Oh, we can hear now.
where it began. I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. It was in the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. No, no. Not a very energetic crowd this evening, I guess. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. And let's hear it for the Warrior Jazz Band.
Westview wins it. From Westview High School, it's Westview Warrior Basketball, streaming live at LaGwanamedia.com. Good evening, everyone. This is Jerry Hostetler along with Jamie Miller and Dan Byler. And tonight, Chandler Pribble's Westview Warriors will play host to Michael Wolford's Goshen Redhawks. The Warriors and Redhawks are coming off losses on Tuesday night. Goshen was defeated by LaPorte at LaPorte in a very tightly contested battle with a final count of 66-64. On the same night at Wawasee High School, Westview suffered their sixth loss of the season, 69-62 to Wawasee, which snapped a three-game Westview win streak. Goshen brings a 9-10 record to the hardwood under the direction of seventh-year head coach and former Goshen basketball player Michael Wolford. Westview is led by head coach Chandler Pribble in his first year at Westview, where he has guided his Warriors to a fine 13-6 record. Both teams will be battling to get back on track and gain momentum as we wind down on the regular season and prepare for sectional play just over a week away. Tonight's game sponsor is Weaver Furniture Sales. Weaver Furniture Sales with two locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. And we'll be back with tonight's pregame show right after this 30-second timeout from Weaver Furniture.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Tonight's Westview pregame show is brought to you by J&R Solutions, providing unlimited high-speed internet no matter where you live. Call them at 574-349-7673. And now down to Jamie and head coach Chandler Pribble of Westview.
It's been quite a range of emotions over the last week or so. You started off with a good win over Prairie Heights. And so talk about that game a little bit and what you thought you did well to come out on top.
Yeah, I thought that we rebounded well. We played with a lot of toughness. Offensively, we had overall, I think it was the best game that we put together so far. Obviously, they have a couple of studs on their team, but I felt like we did a pretty good job on limiting their touches. We struggled in the third quarter and gave up a lead, but then we were able to bounce back in the fourth, and we knocked in some shots, and then we kind of spread them out, and they struggled guarding us after that. But our guys fought hard that whole game. Yeah, I thought it was a great testament to how far they've come with the way they came back there in the fourth quarter and didn't fold. Hit free throws and all that. So, and then the other night at Wawasee, I guess the highs and lows of coaching basketball. Mm-hmm. Maybe went in there maybe as a favorite and didn't perform so well. So what do you tell the guys after the game? Well, during the game, we just talked repeatedly about like we were either not blocking out at all, or we would block out a little bit, but then not go jump and go pursue the basketball. So we were getting out rebounded like every possession. And with a team that shoots it as well as they do, you can't give them multiple shots because both of the Everinghams, you give them an open look and they miss it. That's a big deal. You got to get that rebound, and we kept giving up offensive rebounds after those guys would miss a shot, and then one or two shots later they knock one in. And then they're a team that holds the ball really well. So in the fourth quarter we had to go to do different stuff to speed them up. And they have too many guards that handle it well and can knock in free throws, and so it was an uphill battle the rest of the way. Yeah, absolutely. So a learning experience for the guys. And now tonight we play a team that just beat Wawasee by 15. Mm-hmm. So talk about Goshen a little bit, what we can expect from them tonight, and what are some of the keys to victory tonight? So they're a physical team. They've got a couple of good guards, guys that can shoot it well and can get to the rim. They've got two different big guys that I've seen them play together once, but a lot of times they sub them in for each other, so they're always going to have a 6'7", pretty big guy on the floor. Mm-hmm. If they play them together, they'll do some high-low stuff. We're going to have to actually show up with some fight on the rebounding and in our post defense, which we had against Prairie Heights and then lost it against Wawasee, and we got to make sure we get that back, which I'm anticipating will happen. Our guys had a good rest of the week after Tuesday night. And then offensively, we've got to be able to attack their big guy out on the perimeter, whether that's Jethro getting to the rim or different ball screen stuff. But we got to make sure that we get downhill and make it tough for him to guard, so then they rotate and we get open shots. Yeah, okay. Sounds like a good plan, Coach. Let's go execute. We'll be back to Westview right after this.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Here averaging 3 points or so. But it's, it's a little different than Westview. Westview is a little more heavy on two people, with Brady averaging 19 and a half and Wiley at, 12 something. But we got a little more balance. We got Luke and Jethro right around 8 points a game. So kind of 4 main scorers, I guess, on each team. And so I'm really interested to see tonight. Goshen has the height advantage. They got, as the coach mentioned pregame, a couple of 6'7s that usually don't play together.
Right.
But that means they always got one in there. And will that, on one end, does that help us in the fact that we'll be a little quicker? Jethro has shown the ability to take bigger guys off the dribble, and we'll just see how they play us. Isaiah Malone just hung out under the basket and then got guarding. Will they do the same thing? So I'm really interested to see the strategy and how each team matches up out there.
They've got a couple of quick guards, too. Quinn Bechtel and Noah Alford have some speed. They also have some good shooting ability, and Bechtel especially leads his team in all departments shooting-wise as far as percentage is concerned from three-point land, 2-point shots. He's 42% from three-point land and 54% regular field goals, and he shoots 80% from the free throw line. So he leads his team in percentage in all those departments.
There's been a Bechtel, it seems, at point guard for Goshen, it seems like for 2.5 decades.
Yeah.
But, it's a lot of experience, and that matters. And they're strong. They're physically strong. Coach talked that they're going to be physical. And I think for the, considering our size, I think we've been fairly physical at times this year. The other night we were not, and for who knows why, but I would expect us to come out knowing that we have to play physical and hard and do the little things that it takes to win, or you're just going to get beat. And so, we saw the tale of two halves the other night. In the first half, Brady had 2 points and Wiley had 18. In the second half, Wiley had 2 and Brady had 19.
I know, that was unbelievable.
So if you could ever get them going in the same half for the whole game, that would be quite an offensive explosion. But despite all that, we were still in the game, and we do a lot of little things well, and we'll need to do those well tonight. Deflections, extra possessions, offensive rebounds. And I just wonder if maybe we'll have a quickness advantage at a couple of positions.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll see. But, they may bludgeon us on the other end with their size. So.
When you were talking to Coach Pribble, I noticed you said, well, it's a learning experience, maybe that game against OSC, so maybe they'll have learned from the game down there, and they'll bring some of those things that they learned and do things different here tonight against the Goshen Redskins, another Northern Lakes Conference team.
Yeah, I think you're right. No matter, I know we're at the end of the season, and you think, well, players ought to know how to play. But when you're young, sometimes you get in your mind, we've won some games against teams that maybe we weren't expected to, and hey, maybe we're pretty good.
Yeah.
And maybe we don't have to do the little things as well every single game. And, we're playing a team that's only won 6 games.
That's the key, I think. Yeah.
I think it's just human nature to let down just a little bit. And, Coach Yoder used to always talk about when your intensity level drops just a little bit, your level of your play drops a lot.
Right.
And I think that's a little of what we saw the other day. So I don't think it's a big adjustment. It's just an intensity thing. So let's come out, and it's not Valentine's Day anymore. It's it's get ready for sectional time, and let's play our best ball of the year. So good energy in the place tonight. Not a huge crowd, but good energy, and I think they'll come out ready to play.
Yeah, pretty good attendance tonight, but not as good as we've had some years in the past, of course. But Goshen brought quite a few fans, and tonight was academic recognition night, so I think a few more people are here that wouldn't normally maybe come to the basketball game.
I hope they stayed, because we need every voice yelling, and it's always fun to play in front of a full crowd. That was always kind of the selling point for why you go out for Westview basketball.
Right.
Do you want to play a spring sport where you play in front of usually family only?
Right.
Or do you want to play a fun sport that you can play in front of a couple thousand people? So
yeah, the whole community, basically.
Yeah, exactly,
yeah.
The whole community.
All right, we'll take a little break here, and we'll be back with tonight's national anthems, and then we'll get right into the starting lineups right after this 1 minute timeout.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Hyde Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Hyde Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Hyde Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years. Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
We hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
National anthem sung tonight by Ella Yoder, a student here at
Good
Westview.
evening, ladies and gentlemen.
An
Welcome
honor
to Westview
student.
High
She
School
was
in our
honored
varsity
with
contest
many of the other
featuring
Westview
the visiting
students
Goshen Red
before
Hawks.
this game started tonight between the
In
JV
the
and varsity
your
game.
Westview Warriors.
Great job by Ella.
We'll begin with the starters for the visiting Goshen Red Hawks. At one guard, a 5'9"
Take a look at the
senior,
starting
wearing
lineup.
number 10, Noah Alford.
Number 10 is Noah Alford, a 5'9"
forward,
senior,
a 6'4"
averaging 3.3 points per game. Deacon Hill, a 6'4" senior, as Jamie mentioned, averaging 9 points per game. Quinn Bechtel, a 6' senior, averaging 11.1 points per game. At forward, Gage Wortham, 11.4 points per game, a 6'3" junior. And rounding out the starting lineup, Ryan Eldridge, averaging 8.9 points per game, a 6'7" junior. Jethro Hostetler for the Warriors, a 6'2" senior, averaging 7.9 points per game. Brady Yoder, coming off a 21-point performance on Tuesday night at Wawasee after finishing the first half with just 2, so he had a 19-point second half. They'll start at a guard. Wiley Minix, number 15, averaging 12.8 points per game, a 6'1" junior forward. Owen Brill, number 25, averaging 4.7 points per game. And rounding out the lineup for Chandler Pribble's Westview Warriors, Luke Helmuth, a 6' junior. 8.5 points per game average for Luke, number 33. Good to have you along tonight. And I had forgotten, we had Thad introducing the starting lineups live there, and I kind of cut them off, I guess.
Well, that's all right. We got it all figured out, and we got a new player out there on the court for Westview, number 25, in case you don't recognize him. He's got a good old-fashioned Westview basketball haircut.
Owen Brill.
Now.
Yeah.
So, looks about 2 inches taller.
Yeah, he does. No doubt. So, yeah, if you don't recognize Owen, he's number 25. Got a good-looking haircut there. He has the basketball now. Give it to Wiley Minix. Minix down on the baseline to Brady, and he misses his first shot.
I was interested to see who they'd match up with Brady right away, and it looks like both of the guards are kind of tag teaming him out there for Goshen.
Wortham gets it to Bechtel. And the big guy inside spins it, goes out, puts it back up, and hits. Ryan Eldridge will go to the charity stripe with the free throw attempt.
Well, Goshen going right to their strength, and when you look at the matchup of the centers, you just kind of gasp a little bit. I mean, there's a
6'7" and what, 6'1"?
Yeah, and it's not just size; it's strength, weight. You know, that makes a big difference.
Right.
If Ryan was 6'7" and just as skinny as Jethro is, but here on this end of the court, maybe we can take advantage.
Wiley misses the attempted three. Rebound pulled down by the big guy Eldridge. Gets it into the hands of Hill. He'll go to Bechtel. Bechtel waiting for the offense to set, and he goes left side to Alford. Back out up top to Worthman. Bechtel cross-courts it in the corner to Hill. Hill drives a baseline, reverse layup misses, and Brady Yoder pulls down the rebound for Westview.
Yeah, fortunate that time, giving up the baseline to come out of there with no points.
That's right, they had the opening, but couldn't finish. Minix tries to get the interior pass into Jethro, and it's knocked away. It'll stay in Westview's hands as it bounds out of bounds.
Well, after our effort the other night, I think it's important to get a few baskets early here to kind of get our mind relaxed and
gain some confidence early. That's what we need to do. Luke lobs it into Wiley, takes it into the paint, then goes right side. Down the baseline goes Jethro, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Goshen. It was deflected out of bounds as Worthman got his hand up and knocked it out.
Yeah, I'd like to see Wiley take that shot. You know, he's got about a 4-inch advantage on Alford as he's posting it up, and he turned down about an 8-footer right there.
Alford at 5'9". Of course, Wiley a little over 6 foot tall, 6'1". Brady drives it, puts it up. Had the opening, and he took it.
Yeah, good hedge by Goshen on defense, but then they let him out of that and opened up the lane for him.
3-2 Goshen. That's Hill with the ball out front, gives to Bechtel. Lob inside to Eldridge. They'll get it back out on the wing is Alford, and he tries to lob it into Eldridge, but it's over his head and out of bounds. That's a bit of a task to get it over his head.
Yeah, it seemed like a pretty straightforward entry pass, but he just misfired.
Minix between the circles, goes right side of Jethro down to the baseline. Lost his footing and just tried to save it in bounds right into the hands of Hill. Shot in the air by Worthman is short, but he gets his own rebound as he followed his shot, and he puts it in.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know. There's not much to say about that play except it was bad on two ways. Ball bounced right to him, and then you give him a direct drive to the basket.
Yeah, it looked like just a parting of the Red Sea there. Wide open. Shot inside by Luke is off. Just a little short, but he's going to go to the charity stripe shooting 2. Foul will go on Quinn Bechtel, his first. Team first on Goshen.
Every team comes out with a game plan, and Goshen's clearly early on go inside. The thing you see a lot of times with teams is they go away from it fairly quickly. So we'll see who sticks with it. Kind of a team game right now. You know, this is not a real familiar opponent. We play them every year, but that's it, once.
Right.
And so you're kind of feeling each other out, and they don't play a lot of the same teams we do. So it's going to be tight for a while. We'll see what happens here.
The horn sounded, and I think it was inadvertent. So play on. Goshen will re-inbound. They'll get it into Penarski is coming into the lineup now. He's a 5'10 senior. Nate Penarski, number 4. And they break the Warrior press. Penarski and Hill playing catch out front. They'll get it to Eldridge inside to Bechtel. Fall-away jumper, and he bangs it in off the glass. 7-4, Goshen. Helmuth drives it in, puts up the runner, banks it in.
So Luke Helmuth special right there.
Yeah.
He's good at making those awkward shots in the lane.
Right. Fights his way, gets a short shot. A lot of times it goes in. Bechtel to Worthman, and left side it'll go to Hill. Back out front to Eldridge, and then they'll swing it around to Penarski. Bechtel in the corner, cross courts it to Hill, and his three-pointers off the mark, and Brady a good rebound on the defensive boards for Brady.
Yeah,
Yoder.
Bechtel could have got his second foul right there on over the back, but they...
Brady draws a foul and tries to get the basket to go, but it's a little short. But he'll have a two-shot foul coming. Hill picks up his first foul of the night. Brady with a regular field goal, and now a free throw. And he'll get one more. We're all tied up at 7, 3:41 to go, first quarter. Off the back of the rim, no good. Eldridge clears the glass for Goshen. Bechtel brings it up. Pull-up jumper is good there by Deacon Hill. Back come the Warriors. Brill. Out front to Jethro Hostetler. He'll go to Minix down the baseline, puts it up, got it.
That's exactly what Wiley's got to do when they're really pressing off the three-point line. Next time, they'll step back 6 inches, and you might have a shot.
There you go. Planarski goes right side to Bechtel. Bechtel inside Eldridge. He'll put it up, miss the shot, but he's fouled as Luke had his arm held down. Oh, that was on Minix.
Yeah.
First on Wiley.
Yeah, they switched Wiley onto him, I think, after the first possession. Because he was just, he's a little bit stronger and has a little more size to try to compete down there.
Eldridge misses on his first free throw, and he hits his second. That's about right for him because he's a 55% free throw shooter. Into the ball game now comes their other big guy, Leighton Weddle, 6'7" senior. Number 40. Helmuth gets it to Brady. Brill now down on the baseline to Helmuth. Go to Minix. Minix drives it. Down the corner. Come Micah Miller also in the ball game for Westview. Number 31. Turn around, no good. Blocked away, but Wiley tips it out to Brady. He can't get the three-pointer to go down. And the rebound yanked down by Worthman. Bechtel goes left side. Penarski drives. Another lax defense there. Lapse on defense.
That's the third layup we've given on direct drives on that side of the basket. So I think the coach has seen enough.
Timeout called by Coach Pribble. 12-9 is our score. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Back at Westview, 2 minutes to go. First quarter, 12-9 is our score.
One thing we haven't seen in the early part of this game on the defensive end is tip balls and steals and to get us out and going. We just do that a couple of times. It really gets us going.
Right.
Goshen's got a senior-dominated team, and they're good ball handlers, and it's just going to be hard to get a lot of easy stuff like that.
Well, and if you can do it a few times, Micah Miller hits the jumper. If you can do that a few times, it kind of gets the other team, no matter how experienced they are, they get a little more off-balanced and thinking a little bit more.
Yep. There's a tip.
Finally got our hands in there at least. Hill up top to Bechtel. We'll swing it around to Worthman. Goshen averaging 51.5 points per game offensively. Bechtel up against Brady, and he puts it in on the bank shot.
Well, those two have played a lot in off-season type teams, know each other really well.
I
so
bet.
there's just kind of a natural competitiveness between them.
About the same size. Brady drives, fall away jumper, can't get it. Tipped around, finally grabbed by Deacon Hill. He'll take it all the way down. Fall away jumper's good.
Well, once again, we are in one of these modes of not providing a whole lot of resistance to Goshen.
No.
They're getting almost every one of their shots has been within 6-8 feet of the basket.
High percentage shots, yeah, coming their way. 25 seconds to go, first quarter. Westview down by 5, 16-11.
The refs are definitely letting them play out there tonight. I think we've been hit on several of our shots, and they're not calling anything.
There's some more contact inside. Worthman with the steal. He'll get it to Hill. Hill works on. Now we have a whistle. An offensive foul is going to be called on Hill on the push-off.
Nice job of Luke that time, just staying in front of him and making him do that.
Camden Yoder will come in for Owen Brill, the new kid.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we can get in 3 seconds here.
Jethro gets it into Brady. Got to get it up. He does, and it's going to be short. So we played one. Goshen with the lead, 16-11 over Westview. We'll be back with quarter number 2 right after this 60-second timeout.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine in, carry out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
We're back. Both teams breaking out of their huddle after the first quarter. And we'll begin quarter number 2 with Goshen in possession of the basketball first.
Goshen on the year averaging 51.5 points a game. Westview at 59.2. Goshen is giving up 53.4, so you would think we would have a little bit easier time getting some shots, but so far we're struggling to get good shots.
Inside pass, shot up by Weddle is no good. And the rebound's yanked down by Wiley Minix. Camden Yoder remains in the ball game. He has the ball now, number 13. Brady was cutting toward the basket on a backdoor, and Camden threw it his way where he had been on the wing.
Yeah, they got a little bit of a new defender on Brady right now, so I think they were trying to take advantage, but.
Right. Bechtel with the basketball gets a pick out in front from the big guy Weddle. Driving is Worthman. He gives it off to Bonarski, who puts up an air ball from the corner. Wiley comes out with it. Jethro fakes, puts it up, and he's fouled. That should be a 2-shot foul. And that's going to be against Leighton Weddle. Jethro at the stripe for the first time tonight. That's the 14th foul on Goshen and 2 on Westview so far. One more coming for Jethro. Back into the ball game is Eldridge, and coming out is Weddle. Jethro gets that one to go. 16-12, Westview back within 4, Goshen with the basketball. Bechtel gets it out front. That's Worthman. Penarski. Bechtel down low on the baseline, offered. Back to Worthman. Into the paint. Fall away jumper. Won't go, and the rebound, Jethro Hostetler. Brady drives it. Puts it up off the back of the rim. No good. Gets his own rebound, and the putback is good. Good job of sticking with it that time for Brady.
Yeah, sometimes getting a few baskets to drop can really give you confidence out there and open up the offense.
Got it down within the deficit to 2 now. Bechtel drives. Now Alford has it knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Alford, and it's going to be Westview basketball.
Yeah, I think they tipped it off his foot. Of course, he doesn't think so, and neither does Goshen's coach. But I was blocked out, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it. 16-14, Westview trailing, but has a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. Micah Miller with the pick for Brady. Now Micah with it. He'll go right side to Camden. Back to Brady with Penarski on him. Luke down the lane. Misses, but he's fouled. So another 2-shot foul coming for Westview.
Yeah, I like that we're driving it. That's our best option right now. Goshen's really playing us on the line. They're on the 3-point line.
Luke at the stripe. Can't get that one to go. He'll get one more. Back into the ball game is Deacon Hill. Coming out is Noah Alford. Second shot is nothing but net for Luke. 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Pulls Westview within 1 now at 16-15. Bechtel hands off to Penarski. Eldridge back to Penarski. Quick feed down low to Eldridge. Loses it, saves it. Timeout's called by Coach Wolford. 5:27 to go first half. Goshen 16, Westview 15. We'll be back right after this 60-second timeout.
Forest Wood Products in Shipshewana offers high-quality lumber drying with their vacuum kiln drying process. At Dry Forest, we believe in valuing the life of a tree by respecting its integrity and enjoying its natural beauty. Dry Forest Wood Products with over 40 years of lumber drying experience. Located at 4325 North, 675 West in Shipshewana. Call 260-768-7714.
Timeout was called by Coach Michael Wolford of Goshen to try to get his team back on track.
I don't think he was happy with the way they were executing that play.
So they inbounded in front of the Westview bench. Bechtel gets it over right side to Hill. Quick pass inside. Eldridge puts it up short, and Wiley pulls down the rebound for Westview.
I think it's a little harder for Eldridge in there with Micah gardening. Micah's a little more stout. Goshen on a zone defense.
2-3 zone for Goshen. Brill back in along with Minix. Brill drives cross courts it to Wiley, and he hits a three.
Nice play by Owen. He made that play with the penetration and dish.
Westview with their first lead of the night, 18-16. Bechtel and Micah Miller providing the defense there. Cross court now from Hill to Panarski. He'll hand it off to Worthman. Hill, Bechtel down on the baseline. Puts it up off the glass, short, no good. Eldridge flies in there for the rebound. It goes off of his hands and out of bounds.
Well, we're doing a much better job of making them take tough shots.
Yeah, we are. Toughened up our defense a little bit. Brady got a little bit of rest there. Now he'll come back in, and Luke will take a rest. 4:13 to go first half. Westview with a 2-point lead. Jethro driving the baseline, pulls it back out. He'll get it to Brill. Left side will go to Micah Miller. Brady. Jethro lobs it in. Shot by Wiley is long, and back come the Red Hawks. Quinn Bechtel lobs it into Eldridge, and he just lays it in.
Yeah, we got our transition defense. We were a little late that time, so they got good position.
Brill with a three, off the back of the rim, no good. Tipped out, grabbed by Bechtel, quickly up court to Hill. Hill stops, he'll put up a 15-footer, miss. Eldridge with a put back and good. 10 now for Ryan Eldridge. 20-18, Goshen back up. Nearing the 3-minute mark to go here in the first half. Brill on the elbow right side, gives off to Jethro Hostetler in the corner. Brady now hesitates. He'll take the shot from about 17, miss. Tipped into the hands of Panarski, and back come the Red Hawks. Hill, right side to Bechtel, inside Eldridge again. Once again, he puts it up and in off the glass.
Yeah, we're just making it too easy. We're not pressuring the ball, and so the passes are easy.
Eldridge has been piling up the points here the last few possessions for them. 2.5 minutes to go, first half. Timeout called by Coach Pribble. 22-18, Goshen up by 4. Back right after this.
LaGwana is your local one-stop shop for design, print and signage, vehicle graphics, publications, web design, photography, promotional products. LaGwana, the better we know you, the better we serve you. Like what you see? Get started today at LaGwana.com. LaGwana, helping you get where you LaGwana go.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
We're ready to resume. Westview will inbound underneath the Red Hawks basket.
I think we need to try to post Wiley again to get him inside. He's got a height advantage on number 4, Panarski.
Yeah, Panarski's a senior, I believe it. Yeah, he's a senior, 5'10". Brady, a good drive. Brady with 7 now.
That play has seemed to work well for us, where he turns the corner going to his strong hand and hesitates a little bit.
Back into the ball. Well, they have both the big guys in there now. Eldridge along with Weddle. We're going to try that out for a little bit. Penarski drives down to the baseline left side and pulls it out to Bechtel out front. Penarski lobs it into Eldridge, and he has it slapped away by Luke, but Eldridge, the big, strong guy, was able to get his own rebound, put it in. Jethro puts it up out of desperation mainly. Got it to go, and he's fouled. Good job by Jethro. Shoot, you're going to get fouled. Just throw it toward the basket. Paid off.
Well, maybe that'll get Jethro going. He's tried a few drives, but the offense has been so bottled up, there's really no driving lanes.
Showed some quickness there getting to the basket. Shots up and good. He completes a three-point play, and that brings Westview back within one. 24-23, minute and a half to go in the first half. Westview with a half-court pressure. Penarski breaks the time stripe, takes it all the way to the baseline, and pulls it out to Bechtel on the wing. Shot, Wortham short, chased down, out of bounds. It'll be Westview basketball.
Goshen coach motioning over to Worthman to arch the ball. Arch and fall. That was pretty flat.
Helmuth. Brady
trying to run
with
this
it.
play again with Brady, and they didn't quite have it set up right that time.
Brady will pop it from 15, short, battle for the rebound, into the hands of Penarski.
Goshen doing a good job on the defensive boards. They're not really giving us anything second chance wise.
Bechtel were a three, and he hits. First three of the night for Quinn Bechtel. Shoots 42% from three-point land. 35 seconds to go first half, and Westview will be content here to just kill the clock for the rest of the half. Down 4, 27-23. Close ball game. I think to a certain extent we're fortunate.
Yeah, we're not really rolling on offense, and we're still in the game, so I got to be happy about that.
Right.
I think Goshen's doing a good job defensively and rebounding-wise.
5 seconds to go. Jethro, good pass to Wiley, reverse layup is good. Good way to end the half.
Yeah, nice play call against the 2-3. Goshen switched to a 2-3 right at the end there to try to throw us off, and we were ready for it.
27-25 is our halftime score. Goshen leading Westview. We'll take a break. We'll be back in 2 minutes, and I think Dan's going to join us with stats. Jamie will be back with scoring right after this 2-minute timeout.
Dry Forest Wood Products in Shipshewana offers high-quality lumber drying with their vacuum kiln drying process. At Dry Forest, we believe in valuing the life of a tree by respecting its integrity and enjoying its natural beauty. Dry Forest Wood Products with over 40 years of lumber drying experience. Located at 4325 North, 675 West in Shipshewana. Call 260-768-7714.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine in, carry out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229.
Tonight's Westview halftime show, we're past the pregame, right, is brought to you by Pizza Depot in Millersburg, featuring mac and cheese pizza as their February pizza of the month. So if you haven't done so yet, go and get you a mac and cheese pizza. Well, we've had quite the game here at Westview. First quarter, Westview fell behind 16-11, outscored Goshen 14-11 in that second quarter to make it closer, including a really nice basket right before halftime there. Individually for Goshen, Nate Penarski, number 4, has 2 points. Deacon Hill, a 6'4 senior, has 4. Quinn Bechtel hit a 3 a little bit before halftime there to give him 7. Gage Worthman added a bucket for 2. And the high scorer for Goshen tonight so far is 6'7 junior Ryan Eldridge with 12 points. He's got 5 2-point field goals and 2 free throws. For Westview, Jethro Hostetler has 4. Brady Yoder has 7. Wiley Minix has 7. Luke Helmuth pitched in with 5. And Micah Miller hit a nice jumper from the foul line for his only basket and has 2 points tonight. So Dan is in here now with a few more stats for the first half.
So probably just the biggest thing I noticed, Jamie, was that we had a little bit of a couple runs there to end that first quarter. We actually tied them up at 7, again at 9. We'd sort of been trailing about 1 bucket behind the whole first part of the game. But after we tied them up 9-9 for the last 3 minutes of the first quarter, we got outscored 2-7 to finish that first quarter. So it was actually looking really good. We actually had a chance to take the lead earlier, missed a second free throw that would have given us the first lead of the game at 8-7, but I think I jinxed him because I told my daughter, I said, well, if he makes that, we get the lead. Anyway, so that's what got us in that hole at the end of the first quarter, but then we held them scoreless for, 4.5 minutes. Their first bucket in the second quarter was at the 3:35 mark. We had gone from being down 5, 16-11 to being up by 2, so we had scored 7 straight to take the lead. And that was a bit of a short-lived lead because then they started scoring and they scored, 6 points straight to take the lead back, and then we're back to being about 1 or 2 buckets behind them. We are outscoring them from the free throw line. It feels to me like the guys are doing a nice job driving inside or wherever they're at, creating contact. There's been a couple times when we put a shot up that had no chance of going in, but we knew we were fouled. So I think Brady did one, and I think I'm trying to think who else it was, but created that contact.
Yeah, Luke hit one, and then Jethro hit one down here where he kind of flew down the floor. And
well, I'm just saying Brady had one where he got the guy in the air, and I mean, he just it looked like he just threw it up there, but he got the 2 free throws out of it. So anyway, we're 6 of 9 from the stripe. And they've only been there 3 times, all of them the big guy. And the other thing that's interesting, their only buckets, other than a 3 that Bechtel hit in the second quarter, were all from point-blank range from Eldridge, from inside.
I know. They've gotten a lot of close-in shots.
Yeah. Actually, he's the only one from their team that's got any offensive boards. He's picked up 3 of them. We're getting out-rebounded 10-13, so it's not a huge difference. Hostetler's got a couple rebounds. Minnick's got a couple. There's 2 team rebounds, and then Brady, as usual, is leading the way. He's got 2 offensive, 2 defensive rebounds. So, I'm not. That's it. We have 3 turnovers. They have 3 turnovers. It's been a fairly clean game, I guess. Yeah, they've had more fouls called on them, but still, it's only 6-2. I think was the foul count. So nobody with more than 2 fouls. So.
Yeah, I think Goshen's played well. You're kind of curious when you see a team with that talent why they're 9-10.
Yeah.
But they play a fairly challenging schedule. But they've also lost to some teams that you kind of scratch your head a little bit.
Well, there was a couple, some of those shots, wide open shots just bricked them. And then the next shot, the guy hits it. It's like, I don't know, maybe just not consistency on shooting. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of everything. But tonight they found a matchup they can exploit. Imagine if we had a big guy and could compete in the post.
Yeah, that would help.
Take away half that guy's points, we're up 4.
Well, we the one time we did block his shot, he got the ball right back, just put it right back up and in. So
well, the coach mentioned pregame about competing, and we're competing better. I think we can compete even better yet, and we're going to have to. That's the kind of fight you got to have if you're going to win a game like this, or in sectional next week, or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
every team's got a big guy. We got to fight harder. So that's the Westview history. A bunch of little guys fighting hard, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it should be an interesting second half.
All right. Well, we'll take another break. Both teams just back out on the hardwood. We'll be back with second half action in 1 minute.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week, scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken, and then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Hyde Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Hyde Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Hyde Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
Welcome back. Oh, sorry, Jay.
That's okay. Hey, why don't we do this before?
That's right. We forgot the tonight's halftime show was brought to you by Pizza Depot in Millersburg, featuring mac and cheese pizza as their February pizza of the month. So we are back, and teams are warming up. We got about a minute to go before we inbound. I think Westview is going to get the ball to start the second half. And I think that was a good feeling out half for both teams. And Goshen tried a couple of different lineups. They rotate 7, 8 guys in. They can go really big, which they did quite a bit. And I think they see what works for them tonight. And until we stop it, they're going to keep doing it, which is what they should do. So I'm just interested to see if we can get some easier shots.
Right. We've only gone 7 deep with Camden, and who else came in?
Micah.
Micah, that's right. And Micah played pretty well when he was in there.
I think he provided a better resistance on defense, and hit the shot he took. He's
right.
Last few games he's taken he's made every shot he's taken.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
So that's we're not looking necessarily for points out of him, but anything he can add helps.
No more experience than he's had with basketball, and at this level it's pretty impressive the way he's.
Yeah, he's come a long way. Early in the year he was all JV, and then he kind of split. Now he's all varsity. So nice to see a guy develop like that.
Goshen breaks out of their huddle now. Westview's breaking out of theirs. 27-25, and Westview will inbound to begin this second half. Jethro Hostetler, number 3 there, will inbound for Westview. Luke Helmuth, Brady Yoder, Owen Brill, Wiley Minix on the court for Westview.
I think they had a play set up for Brady. Well, they'll take it anyhow.
Back of the rim, no good. Hill rips it out of there.
Yeah, we had good position that time. They just jumped over us.
Long
I remember
rebound.
that feeling. That used to happen all the time to me.
Inside, Eldridge bangs it in off the glass.
Well, we had a guy close there to dig down, but he did not. I don't know if that was by design or if he just didn't think about it.
Goshen back up 4 now. Jethro takes it into the paint and gives to Brady out front.
Most of the first half was us trailing by a basket or two. And then we made that little run in the second quarter to go up briefly. So we'll see if we can pull that off again here.
Goshen back at a man-to-man defense. That's the way they started the game, right?
They did, yeah. They only went to one possession and zone, and we were able to hit a 3 on that one.
Battle for the rebound. A little scrum going on down there, and we've got a held ball.
And that'll be Goshen's ball. Well, it's been hard to kind of get the crowd into the game tonight. You know, we really haven't put together 2 or 3 good offensive possessions in a row, and that kind of keeps people on their hands a little bit.
We had a raucous crowd here against Prairie Heights. Loud crowd. I mean, it wasn't raucous to where they were causing trouble, but I mean, it seemed good to hear the crowd into the game again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some games just have a different energy than others, don't they? And that's a LaGrange County rivalry, and definitely brings out the intensity.
Brady fouled. He'll go to the charity stripe. This is a free throw. What did Dan say we had as far as free throws are concerned?
He did not. I didn't hear the stats on it. We definitely shot more of them. But we missed, I think we missed 3 now.
Brady hits his second, so he has 8 points for the evening. 29-26 Goshen by 3. Hill down on the baseline, double teamed there. Shot from three-point land, no good by Alford. Then the putback is up by Eldridge and good. Eldridge now with 16.
I don't know what a season high is for him, but he's got to be getting close to it if he doesn't have it. You're averaging 8 points a game, or 8.9.
Drive by Helmuth is shot's no good. Bechtel rips it down. Hill cross courts it. Shot up short by Alford. Grabbed by Luke on a good block out. Brady, he'll pull up in the lane, put it up, miss. Skying for the rebound there was Worthman. 31-26. Goshen will try to extend their already 5-point lead. Alford tries to hand it off. Good steal by Brady, and then on a frustration foul there, it was Bechtel picking it up.
That'll be his third. Looks like he's going to be coming out. Oh, nope, they're bringing out Alford.
I would imagine he'd get Bechtel out of there too.
Yeah, if we can get his fourth, that would be helpful. That was one you wish they wouldn't have called. Brady had the advantage and would have beat him down the court for a layup.
That's
as hard
true.
as points are to come by tonight.
Brill pulls it back out front to Wiley Minix, right side to Luke. Down low, Brady, turnaround jumper's no good, and the rebound's pulled down by Hill. He'll get to the Bechtel. Bechtel spin move, puts it up, short, rebound, Eldridge again. He tries to put it up, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the charity stripe, shooting 2. That one goes against Owen Brill. That's his first.
It feels like we're down 15.
It does.
We're only
doesn't
down
it?
5.
I know.
So if we could just, I think that last possession on offense, Owen took the ball and drove it, but where he was driving, there's nowhere to go. He's driving it right on the post, so then you don't have your angle to throw it to the post. And so it just really clutters up your offense a little bit. So I'd like to see him spread out a little bit more and see what we can do.
7-point lead now for Goshen as Eldridge drills both free throws.
Well, we just need to hang in there. Westview is always good for at least one run per half. If we can get one, hang in there and get a run, we can get back in this.
Brill lobs it inside to Brady Yoder. Bounce pass to Jethro. Eldridge on him. Gets it to Minix. Now Jethro drives, tries to put it up, and he's fouled. Foul's going to go against Panarski. It's going to be two free throws.
You definitely see, I mean, it's just a very physical game out there. I'm sure if you're watching, you can see that. There's no easy drives to the basket. There's just a lot of bumping and grinding.
But we got to hit our free throws.
Yeah, that's 5 now we've missed tonight.
Micah Miller's come back in. Brady's going to take a little rest.
Yeah, he's going to take him out as Bechtel goes out. So I think that's a good move to get him a little rest.
Second shot won't go. Worthman brings it up for Goshen, number 24. Panarski, Hill, 3, spins out, no good. Rebound is Weddle, and he puts it in. The left hand.
Yeah, we're just getting creamed on the backboards again tonight. Wawasee did it. Now Goshen's doing it.
9-point lead. That pass is tipped away into the hands of Panarski. Back to Hill. Hill gets it out in front to Worthman. Down low. Fall away jumper by Worthman is good.
Yeah, right now everything they're doing is just going in.
11-point lead. Now Westview wants to talk things over. 3.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Goshen out to an 11-point lead on Westview. We'll be back with more right after this 30-second timeout.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
Well, like you said, Jamie, we need a run here before it gets too far out of hand.
Well, I think we're missing a player we've had most of the year.
Right.
And he didn't score a ton, but he was a shooting option. He handled the ball a ton and got it to the right people at the right time, and that makes a difference. And played good defense. And so just a little piece changes your whole team outlook. So not an excuse, but we got to adapt and adjust, and got to start hitting some shots. We're not making anything right now, including free throws.
Brady directing the offense out front. Jethro trying to set a screen for him. Now Brady will pop a three. Just can't get it to go. Jethro with a rebound. He'll put it up. Oh, it won't go down, but he's fouled. We've had plenty of opportunities from that charity stripe, but we haven't cashed in.
Yeah, we need to start making them again. At this rate, we're going to be in the 1-and-1 before long.
Jethro hits that one. He'll get the bonus. Oh, yeah, we don't have the bonus yet. You're right. That was a 2-shot foul for Jethro, and he misses a second. Westview applying the half-court pressure. Worthman gets it to Hill. He'll back it way out. Look for help. Gets it to Panarski. That's Alford. Back to Hill. Hill drives the baseline. Has it stripped away. Gets it back. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound Brady. Back come the Warriors in transition. Brady all the way to the basket. Puts it up. He's fouled. That'll be a 2-shot foul coming for Brady now. Eldridge getting set to check back into the ball game.
Kind of wish he would just kind of keep resting.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, at least they're taking one of their big guys out of there. Weddle.
Eldridge is more the type of player that just hangs around the basket and does all that dirty work, and that's really where they've got their lead tonight. I mean,
yeah,
game high true. So far by far.
Brady now at 10 as he hits both free throws. 37-29, Goshen with the 8-point lead. 2.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Bechtel holds out front, then gives off to Hill. Panarski.
Well, we're trying to put some pressure on them, but, you know, they're seniors, a good ball handler. That's really hard to press them. Usually what you're going to do is give up an open shot.
Yeah, you can tell they're experienced out there. Eldridge feeds Bechtel, then Bechtel feeds Worthman, and Worthman puts it in. 10-point lead. Luke drives it to the baseline. Gets it out of trouble to Brady.
Well, they were giving Luke about 5 feet there. I think he's going to have to shoot one of those to...
Brady with a jumper and good. 12 points now for Brady. 39-31. Back to an 8-point deficit. Hole for Westview to try to pull themselves out of. Hill working against Luke Helmuth. Penarski fakes, gives off to Hill. Fall away jumper is good, and he's fouled. Just kind of threw that one toward the basket, and it went in.
Yep, that was a circus shot. Not sure he got fouled either. I think he was more off balance than anything and just went up on a crazy angle. But
he gets the and one nonetheless. 41-30, 41-31, 10-point lead for Goshen, and they have a chance to increase that lead. Westview back in action next Tuesday right here as they host Fremont.
Well, Coach, teams go through ups and downs during a year. We're not playing our best basketball right now.
Jethro hammered underneath. Once again, he'll go to the stripe shooting 2.
And so it's imperative. Keep encouraging them. They've played some really good ball lately until the last couple of games. And don't want to get their confidence down this time of year. They're playing a team with size that we won't see in a sectional.
Well, you'd like to see them catch some momentum before we go into the sectional the week after next.
Yeah,
if we could pick up a couple of wins here.
We're just not flowing nicely like we did on offense. And we're hitting 1 out of every 2 free throws.
Right,
So
pretty much 50% tonight, if that. Penarski to Hill. Now Goshen with both their guards, or 2 of their guards, Hill and Bechtel both with 3 points. Ball tipped and stolen by Westview. Brady lobs it to Wiley Minix, and he puts it in. Good job getting their hands on the basketball, creating the turnover. Once again, Westview putting on that pressure. Hill gets it across the timeline. He'll give it to Penarski. Quick pass to Bechtel. Back to Hill. Worthman now double teamed. Inside pass to Bechtel. Bechtel cross courts it to Penarski, and now Wortham with 3. That was a line drive shot, and we have a whistle, and they're going to call over the back on.
I think they called Luke for a hold.
Yeah, I guess it was. Luke grabbed him, so that's only Luke's second foul. As I mentioned, Bechtel and Hill. And there's a steal. Micah Miller grabbed the steal that time. Shot at the buzzer. No good by Luke Helmuth, and we played 3 now. Westview trailing Goshen. Goshen 42, Westview 34. We'll be back with the 4th quarter right after this 60-second timeout.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
Eight minutes on the clock, and that's what's left in this ball game. 42-34 Goshen with the lead. Westview needs to dig out of this 8-point hole, and I think you mentioned earlier, Jamie, that 8 points seems more like 18 points.
Well, Goshen doesn't give you easy shots.
Right.
And so you got to hit what you get at a fairly high percentage. But it starts on defense. We got to keep getting stops and get out in transition.
Luke's driving the lane. Looked like there was some contact there. No whistle blew.
Definitely was contact. I'd like to see Luke take one more dribble, come to a jump stop, and do a little move right there, and I think we'd have maybe got a better shot.
Goshen content to just play very methodically on offense here. Spin move by Bechtel, and they're going to count the basket.
So they don't call that on the other end with Luke getting clobbered, but they call it no.
Little touch foul. But
Yeah, that's not worth a call right there. That had no bearing on the play.
well, they called that one on Micah. That's his first. Coach Tribble talking it over with the official, and I think he's pretty much saying the same thing you did. Free throws missed by Bechtel. Brady chases it down. 10-point lead for Goshen. Luke Helmuth.
We got to get Wiley going. I don't know if Wiley's even had a shot this half.
He had that one right underneath, but he hasn't scored much at all. No good on the long-range shot by Brady. Rebound Hill. Penarski with it now. Hill to Bechtel.
Well, this kind of defense takes a ton of energy. And I don't know. I'm a little surprised Goshen would resort to just holding the ball the whole fourth quarter. I mean, just play basketball. But that's their strategy, so.
We almost forced them into a turnover there, but they called a quick timeout. 44-34, 6:33 to go, fourth quarter. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout. .33 on the clock. Both teams still in their huddle. 44-34 is our score. Goshen with a 10-point lead over Westview.
That was wrong. Wiley did have one shot. That was on the lob from Brady off that break.
Yeah,
but other than that,
right
he's going to have to start looking for his shot a little bit here, I think.
Hill gets it into Bechtel. Brady on him. Bechtel. Penarski left open, passed up the three-point attempt, gives it to Bechtel. Back to Hill. Goshen continues in their pretty much stalling offense.
Yeah, they're going to be content to pretty much do nothing except layups.
Number 4 is Penarski. Bechtel drives it. Boy, we just let them have that one.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do the rest of the game.
Layups. 12-point lead now for Goshen. Wow. I think Brady got stunned there.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, that's the way to do it.
Holy cow, the big guy came out. And I think Brady thought he hit a brick wall there, and he pretty much did. That's a second foul on Ryan Eldridge. Brady's shot is up and good. 5th free throw tonight for Brady that's gone. 13 points altogether. Second shot, he got that one as well. Back to a 10-point lead for Goshen. Bechtel to Penarski. Back to Bechtel, now Worthman. Bechtel on the left side. Gets it out front to Penarski. 5:15 to go in the ball game. We're giving them that shot, but
yeah, we're gonna have to ratchet up our defense, or this is gonna be over really quick.
Bechtel jumper off the baseline. Another high percentage shot for Goshen.
Well, they're pretty much just running their offense until we get tired and they get the shot they want, which is what you should do.
Right. They're doing the right thing, I guess. Brady drives, he's left open, puts it up, can't get it to go down, and a rebound Worthman. 4:25 to go in the ball game. Konarski to Hill. Bechtel. Worthman, cross courts at the Hill. 4:10 to go. Yeah, this is exhausting for our defense. Reaching foul called on, who was it? Oh, it's Wiley.
Micah. Oh, they call Wiley, okay. Well, it's not really fun to watch either when the team's just holding the ball. And they've pretty much done that the last 10 minutes of the game.
.350 to go in the ball game. Bounce past Konarski, had a wide open shot, didn't take it in the lane. Now Eldridge, and he's going to jam it. (50-36), Goshen by 14 now after the jam by Eldridge. Timeout called by Coach Pribble. 3:25 to go in the ball game. Goshen by 14, 50-36. We'll be back with more from Westview after this 60-second timeout.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204. 3:25 shows on the Westview clock in the fourth quarter here. Westview down by 14 points. Just haven't been able to get anything going in this game. Had a little bit of a run toward the end of the first half, but since then it's been all Goshen. Brady pulls up and gives to Brill.
Well, we got to have some players step up and want the ball and want to shoot the ball. We're just, nobody is except Brady.
There's a shot from the corner finally. Brady with his first three of the game. 50-39. Goshen by 11. Eldridge with the basketball. Gets it to Bechtel.
Well, I think we're at the point now we're going to have to foul. Probably should have fouled Eldridge over there. You said he was shooting 55%.
That's true, yeah. Brill picks up the foul, his second. Deacon Hill will inbound for Goshen. Gets it into Bechtel. 2:40 to go now in the ball game. 50-39 Goshen. Brill coming out now to help out on defense against Bechtel. Konarski is fouled by Luke Helmuth. That'll be number 3 on Luke. Both teams with 17 fouls. And Konarski, who has 2 points tonight, is at the free throw line for Goshen. 1 for 5 from the free throw line. this year. Now 2 for 6 as he hits that free throw.
He was really 1 for 5.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, he's played a lot tonight, you know. But, yeah, he had only had 6 free throws.
Didn't look like a 20% free throw shooter on that trip,
no,
did
he didn't. Not at all. Pumped them both in. 52-39. Shot by Wiley from the left side, no good. Rebound, Deacon Hill. Brady goes for the steal, the foul. For Brady, that's foul number 1. So he's got a lot to give.
Well, it'll be the job of the coaching staff to take any positives out of this game and bring them back and get ready for Fremont. You know, we got a conference game and chance to finish out second in the conference.
Yeah, we don't want that one to get away. It's a home court advantage against a conference team. Luke Kelman picks up personal foul number 4. That son's Prenarski. What is he now? 2 for 7. 3 for 8.
We're really helping his average tonight.
He's turning things around.
I guess he's helping his average, but we're giving him the when he's only shot 5 free throws all year, and we're giving him 4.
Yeah, that's true. He's doubling his total. He hits all 4 tonight. Luke lets it roll to the half-court stripe, then picks it up. Minix to Brady, down the baseline, left open, Brill. Can't get it. Prenarski tries to jam it off of Micah Miller, misses, but right into the hands of one of his teammates. Prenarski gives off to Bechtel. Deacon Hill, minute 29. Bechtel is fouled by Brady.
Well, I doubt we'll continue to foul. I mean, they're going to hit their free throws. All it does is increase their lead. So.
Right. Minute 24 to go.
Well, Goshen's just come in here tonight and done what they're supposed to do. They're the more talented team. They're more experienced, and they're more physical, and they've played like it.
They sure did.
And they've just taken advantage of their talents, and we haven't.
That's the story here tonight.
That pretty much sums it up. We don't need to say anything
No,
else.
pretty much we can sign off about that. Bechtel hits both his free throws, 2 out of 3 from the free throw line tonight. 56-39 now, Goshen. Jumper, got it. Brady. 19 points now for Brady tonight.
Full timeout.
Nearing his average. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
1:13 to go in this ball game. Goshen up 56-41 over Westview. Goshen with the basketball underneath the Westview basket. Full court pressure being put on by the Warriors. Hill looking to inbound. Gets it into Bechtel, right back to Hill.
I think
quick foul, and Luke fouls out of the ball game.
What we can learn from these games is, we're playing good competition. It's going to make you better. And we're not going to face a team. Well, I don't know what Concord's like, but
yeah.
we're not going to face a team in our sectional that's going to come with the physical gifts that Goshen has.
Right.
We do have some really talented teams like Prairie Heights and Central Noble and such, but they don't have it all like a team like Goshen does as far as ball handling, length, height, depth. And I don't know if I think they've only hit 1 3 tonight. Goshen, I believe.
You know what? I didn't even think about that, but you're right.
So the other night,
Bechtel.
Wawasee hit 11 threes to beat us, and tonight they just pounded it down low.
Yeah.
So
all
played
they
some pretty
needed.
good teams, and our offensive didn't show up tonight. So regroup and get ready for Fremont.
1 minute. Brill drives, puts it up. Oh, it won't go. Falls off the front of the rim, but he'll have 2 free throws.
Well, when we were really rolling and beat good teams, Owen Brill was giving us 6-8 points a night.
Yeah.
And he's kind of in a funk right now. The shots aren't going in, but we got time to get him turned around.
That's the first point of the night for Owen. Misses that one. Rebound, Worthman. Surprised Wolford hasn't gone to his bench. Maybe he will now.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised both coaches haven't. At this point, Goshen has not shown a proclivity to miss free throws.
They certainly have.
So
usually, yeah.
The lead is just expanding.
Hill hits that one.
I'm kind of scared to look at how many times Goshen's hit 60 this year.
Probably not very many with an average of 51.5.
Well, they've done it 5 times. One was in
Okay.
overtime.
They hit 60 now with that free throw by Deacon Hill. And now both teams will unload their bench. 52 seconds to go in the ball game.
Their high for the year, they had 60 against Bremen, 64 in a loss to St. Joe in overtime, 63 against East Noble, 64 in a loss to LaPorte. So 65 is their high. So they probably won't hit that because I doubt we're going to keep fouling. But
Now we're in the ball game. Camden, Yoder, Springer. Aptra. Mallard with the ball now. They'll give it off to Brett Springer. Mylan Miller. Mallard, he'll take the shot from the lane. Got it. That's the first varsity point, I think, for Christian.
yeah, it's a big moment for him.
Oh, yeah. Goshen will hold it until the buzzer. Swatsky. And that'll do it. So Westview falls tonight to the Goshen Redhawks. The final score here at Westview High School, Goshen 60 and Westview 44. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, and Dan and Jamie will be back to wrap things up here at Westview right after this 2-minute timeout.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine in, carry out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229.
Dry Forest Wood Products in Shipshewana offers high-quality lumber drying with their vacuum kiln drying process. At Dry Forest, we believe in valuing the life of a tree by respecting its integrity and enjoying its natural beauty. Dry Forest Wood Products with over 40 years of lumber drying experience. Located at 4325 North, 675 West in Shipshewana. Call 260-768-7714.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
And we're back at Westview. Our final score here tonight, 60-44 Goshen over Westview.
Yeah, I think that's our biggest margin of loss since Northwood?
I believe so.
I could be wrong on that.
We haven't had many like this. They've all been close for the most part.
Yep,
so.
absolutely. So, disappointing game tonight. I think our last loss was, West Noble was 11. So, that was close. But second half, Goshen outscored Westview 33-19. And, of course, a lot of that was we were fouling at the end, and they hit their free throws. So, that made it more one-sided. But for Goshen tonight, Nate Penarski had 6, Deacon Hill had 11, Quinn Bechtel 15, Gage Worthman 6, Leighton Weddle 2, and the big man in the middle, number 42, Ryan Eldridge, had 20. And just was kind of a, he played really well.
He did,
and,
especially the second half.
Yeah, and didn't give us any easy shots. And he did a nice job hedging on defense on Brady, especially in the second half. When Brady tried to drive left, he would jump out and stop that drive. For Westview, Jethro Hostetler had 6. Brady did end up with his average of 19, but had to take a lot of shots to get there just because of the pressure that was on him. Wiley Minix added 9, Owen Brill 1, Luke Helmuth 5, none in the second half. Micah Miller had a basket, and Christian Noward finished off the scoring with a basket there at the end to provide the final margin. So, disappointing. You want to win at home. You want to be playing better, but Goshen had a good plan. They executed better, and on we go. That's why you play sports. You bounce up from disappointment. You bounce back from setbacks, and let's see what you can do.
All right, Goshen improves to 500 now, 10-10 on the year for the Red Hawks as they defeat Westview 60-44. Westview drops to 13-7 now with their second consecutive loss. Back in action on Tuesday night, Fremont right here at Westview. We hope you can make it out for the game to cheer the Warriors on. Hopefully we can pick up a conference victory versus the Fremont Eagles next Tuesday. And then, of course, the regular season finishes out next Friday over at Concord as we battle the Minutemen right before sectional action starts the following week. And by the way, the sectional draw will be Saturday afternoon. It's usually, 5, 6 o'clock in the evening?
Yeah, I think it is late afternoon.
So that'll be interesting. We can talk about that. Well, I guess you won't be here Tuesday, so we won't be able to talk about the draw then. But
I could jump in remote.
There you go.
Maybe Houston, if you'd like.
Maybe we'll give you a call. Houston to Jamie.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for tonight. We're glad you could join us. We wish we could have brought you better news here from Westview. If you're a Westview fan, 60-44, the Warriors drop it to the Goshen Red Hawks. Tonight's game sponsor was Weaver Furniture Sales with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in Shipshewana. Tonight's game was also brought to you by Dale's Dependable Handyman Service. Call Dale at 260-463-3970. By Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. By Stutzman Power Equipment on US 20 in Shipshewana. By Height Auto Body, US 20 West in LaGrange. By Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Also by Dry Forest Wood Products in Shipshewana. By LaGwana, your local creative services provider. By Animal Care Clinic of Topeka. Also by Avail Portable Toilet and Sink Rentals. Daily, weekly, or monthly rentals. By Jerry Standard Service in Middlebury. Also by Topeka Pharmacy in downtown Topeka. and by the Van Buren Hotel in Shipshewana. Also by Emma Warehouse, not very far from where we are right now, and in downtown Emma, and by Ben's Pretzels, located south of Shipshewana on State Road 5. So for Jamie Miller, our color commentator tonight, and our engineer was Jeremy Anderson. Camera operator was Chris Mast. This is Jerry Hostetler. Good night, everyone.